Another barrier blocks our way. Look around and see if you can find a way to disable it. I can use the Lokrata text to help translate the Ayleid words carved upon these pedestals. Why don't you examine the statue by the barrier? It has an important air about it. Unga? That could mean iron. Or cold. I suppose this one refers to winter. Laurelais. The time of sweet water? That must refer to spring rains. Morelata? The dark light, dusk. I think this one was referring to autumn. The green shine? That's close, but not quite right. I'm guessing this refers to summer?
Awake! The long eons of silence have finally come to an end. I speak in the coarse tongue of our servants, so that you may understand. Knowledge is the key that opens this door, and none may pass who have not gained knowledge. To the knowledge of which I speak, you must understand the cycle of time to pass beyond this chamber. When you feel you are ready, my riddle shall begin. Tell me, what is the time of dawning? Of birth and nourishing rain? Time moves forward as sweet, flowing water brings new life and new promises. A time of light and joy and abundant growth. Long hot days give way to short hot nights. The cycle advances as the golden sun fills each long day. An end comes to all things, and like dusk comes before the night, this cycle comes before the grey of iron death. A time of reaping, yes? Of preparing for the cold that fills the world. Tell me true, if you really wish to pass. What is the season of iron grey? What is the cycle in which the world finally dies, at least for a time? The last cycle, when warmth is but a memory, and rebirth seems an eternity away. Our duty has been fulfilled. We held the barrier in place until the proper time, which you unlocked, by understanding the rhythm of the cycles. And like those cycles, our time has come to an end. You may pass in peace.
The barrier has fallen. The portal chamber should be just a short way ahead. None of these defenses were active when Montclair and I first came here. I wonder if that would have made a difference in what happened after. The Doomcrag waits just beyond this chamber. The Doomcrag and Baron Montclair. Activate the portal in this chamber so that the rest of the troops can join us.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to traveling by portal. One moment you're there, the next moment you're here. It's positively disconcerting. Better than I expected. We met with some resistance, but thanks to your efforts, we've been able to move our troops quickly through this death trap. We should be, once everyone has come through the portal. Why don't you check with Count Ravenwatch and see if he's ready? I hate to say it, but his knowledge has been invaluable in all this.
I never really thought this day would come. But it is what Verandis has been training me for. I guess we're really going in there, into the Doomcrag. It's a bit scary, but I'm with Verandis to the end. I've seen the pain Verandis has suffered because of this place. It tortures him. Verandis has always been there for me. Always. I'll do anything for him. If that means invading the Doomcrag, then so be it. Probably more than he'll ever know. But that's besides the point. We need to end this and make things right. Even if we have to die to accomplish that.
Once again, you succeeded at the task set before you. Well done, my friend. A battle won, but the war rages on. We must reach the Lightless Remnant and destroy it. But Montclair will grow more desperate the closer we get to that cursed relic. Are you ready, my friend? Once more into the breach. I fear that Montclair will have a surprise or two waiting for us within the Doomcrag. I suddenly have the feeling that bringing an army up here was a terrible mistake. Never mind that now. We must reach the Lightless Remnant and end this madness. Tell the troops to remain here. They need to make sure none of Montclair's soldiers follow us up into the Doomcrag. Do not question me. If my orders aren't followed to the letter, Montclair will defeat us and Rivenspire will be lost. Talk to Countess Tamreth and Baron Doro. Tell them what I have said. Then meet me at the bridge that leads to the Doomcrag.
What word, my friend? Is Verandis ready for the troops to ascend the Doomcrag? Remain behind and deny them the glory of being there when we achieve victory? Never! When Verandis starts his march to the top of the Doomcrag, we will be with him every step of the way. I'll leave enough soldiers to protect our flank, but our best soldiers are coming with me. Tell the Count that we're coming with him, whether he likes it or not.
I didn't fight my way up here just to wiggle my toes in front of a fire. There's killing to do. If Verandis tells me to wait here one more time, I may just have to stab him. Right, I made it all the way to a cozy camp where we sit around and make nice while Verandis contemplates his navel. Oh, what joy. Where I really want to be is next to Montclair, with my hands around his neck.
I'm trying to talk some sense into the Countess. She needs to abandon all this light nonsense and start trusting in herself and her own abilities. Besides, she's much too pretty to hide her head inside a prayer book all the time. I think I'd have better success coaxing an Ogrim into my bed. The Countess won't listen to a word I say. She's convinced that religion is the answer to all our troubles. After this, I'm done with House Tamreth and beautiful nobles. Oh my, I didn't realize you felt this way. But I guess it's to be expected. You never have been able to tone down the charm. Well, don't worry, my love. When this is all over, we'll find each other again. I just know we will.
Do you believe that man? And to think, I thought him to be dashing and heroic. But enough of such matters. You aren't here to discuss my personal life. Tell me, what news from Count Ravenwatch? Are we ready to march against Montclair? And as a little girl, I wanted a pet guar I could decorate with ribbons and call Penelope. But we don't always get what we want, especially in war. The light has guided us this far. It is not done with us yet. I thought I made that clear. The Count has been an invaluable ally, but he is not in charge of this expedition. My troops have served us well. They deserve to see this through to the end. Tell the Count that we're going with him to Doomcrag.
Old mortal, you must go no farther. Turn back now, and take the other mortals with you. Your flesh and blood is too fragile to withstand the power of the cursed relic. We only seek to save you from the fate that befell us so very long ago. This place is cursed, tainted by a terrible power that has grown corrupted and impure. We do not wish to see you succumb to its vile touch. The relic cannot be destroyed. If that is your quest, you have already failed. The vampire knows this, as does the one now controlling the relic. If you try to destroy the relic, you will only unleash its power. The relic is a vessel. It barely contains the power within it. Damaging the vessel will unleash its power, sending a wave of corruption to cover the land. The blood curse was but a taste of what will befall your people if the relic is destroyed.
You must do exactly as I taught you. Yes, the power of the remnant will call to you, tempt you. You must be strong enough to withstand that lure.
I'm ready for this. You know that. Stop treating me like I'm a novice, Verandis. I won't fail you. I won't let you down.
You have never disappointed me, Gwendis. But the remnant is more powerful than you can imagine. Be on your guard. Now head inside. I'll join you in a moment. I trust you have spoken to Tamrith and Dorel. Are the soldiers standing guard at the second portal? The fools! I just wish I would have realized our mistake before we made it this far. I didn't realize that our proximity to the Remnant would be our undoing. The Remnant feeds off life, devours it. Not only will Gwendis and I be susceptible to its lore, but the soldiers... they're just more fodder for the blood curse. No, it's too late for that now. We have to move forward and hope we're not overwhelmed by our own forces. But if any of them turned into blood fiends, I promise to end their suffering as quickly as possible. This is where it happened. Where Layla died, and Montclair changed.
Where are Montclair's forces? I thought for sure we'd have to fight a horde of blood fiends to make it through this place.
Montclair is a strategist. He's waiting for us to make a mistake that he can take advantage of. I fear that mistake is about to be made.
Soldiers, spread out.
You
Secure
should
this
have heeded
chamber.
my warning, Baron. This is no place for you.
You would deny our moment of glory, Count? The light shines on us this day.
There is no light here, Countess. Only darkness and death.
Arcade, protect us! What is that?
Baron Montclair. He's here.
Troops, on my command.
Welcome, Verandis. And like a good guest, I see you brought me gifts to play with. Allow me to grant my blessing to your army.
This is exactly what I feared. He's turned our own troops into blood fiends.
Watch those who care about turn against you, Verandis. How does it feel? You've taken everything I ever loved,
Wylan,
Verandis!
I'm sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
My daughter loved you, Verandis. She loved you!
The Remnant. The power. It drove Larea insane. Are those giant skeletons?
Come out and face us, you coward. You can't hide from us forever.
Wylan, please. We can find a way to free you from this power.
To what end, my old friend? My wife is dead. My daughter killed by your own hand. What do I have if not this power? I think I'd prefer to let you experience my pain. My suffering. To let you see what it's like to lose everything you hold dear.
No, Montclair! Stop this madness!
Come, Gwendis. You look famished. Allow me to prepare you a feast fit for my new queen.
No, Montclair, please! I never should have brought everyone here. I should have handled this on my own. You're in danger as well. Montclair will eventually try to use you against me. Montclair has never left the Remnant Chamber. He was able to defeat us by working through a projection. I assume he's teleported Gwendis and the others to his side. I'm still connected to the one who turned me. The answer to our problem rests with him. If we are going to defeat Montclair, you must trust me this one last time. I will not betray you. We can discuss that later. For now, we need to reach Gwendis before the Remnant corrupts her and she feasts upon the others. Head upstairs and I'll follow right behind you. I can feel them. Gwendis, Tamrith, and Dorel are still alive. But I can also feel Gwendis' hunger. She won't be able to hold back much longer. We must be ready to do whatever is necessary. Let's go. Be on your guard. Montclair will do everything he can to stop us. Gwendis has been harmed, or any of our friends. I'll show him no mercy. Gwendis is nearby. Gwendis? What has he done to you?
Verandis, help. Please, help me. Their blood smells so good. These restraints, they won't hold me back much longer.
You must control yourself, Gwendis. We'll find a way to get you out of there. Show yourself, Wylan. Tell me what you want. Tell me, Montclair, answer me! I'm sorry, my friend, but it seems we're going to have to play Montclair's game to free the others. we don't get Gwendis out of there soon, those restraints will break, and she'll feed on the nobles. Montclair has constructed a blood ward to imprison Gwendis and the others. The Remnant, its proximity is playing havoc with Gwendis' hunger. The urge to feed is stronger in her than ever. He's using alien magic to increase the power of the ward. I'll do my best to dispel it, but I think we'll need to destroy the statues if I'm going to have any chance to succeed. You must protect me while I attempt to unravel the spell. Montclair will strike when I'm distracted. You must keep me safe, or we'll never reach Gwendis in time. One more thing. Watch for an opportunity to destroy the statues. As long as they power the ward, my efforts will be less effective. Are you ready? Then may luck be upon us both. Gwendis, are you all right?
I did it. I resisted. I didn't feed. Wait. What happened to the nobles? Did I remember wrong?
They're fine, merely unconscious. I'm proud of your restraint, Gwendis.
What's going on in here? Is the Countess all right?
Damn it, Darian, slow down! Wait for me, you long-legged bastard!
The Baron and the Countess are fine, but you both arrived just in time to move them to safety.
Take them out? But we just got here. We want to help take down Montclair. Neither of us has had a good fight in... well, it's been at least a couple minutes.
No, Darian, this battle is not one that you and Scordo can win. Leave Montclair to us.
But... oh, very well. But I get to help take down the next would-be world conqueror we come across. Deal?
As you wish, brave Darian, as you wish. And now, my friend, the time has come to face Montclair.
Eselde is still breathing. That's a good sign, right? Of course it is. Montclair's forces tried to assault our camp. We held them off, though. Our mages put up some wards, so they should be fine without us. Scordo and I decided to come lend a hand. We've got this covered. Just watch out for yourself up there. Don't do anything foolish, like dying heroically or something. I try to avoid any kind of dying, heroic or otherwise. Besides, I'd rather you survive. Now go and do what you do best.
Look at this. We leave you alone for a bit, and look what happens. The Countess, the Baron, even the little vampire. Down and out for the Count. Well, we're here now. So what are you waiting for? Go and kick Montclair's arse!
Rivenspire needs Tamrith and Dorel. They cannot be allowed to perish here. I need to help get them to safety before I join you up above. They will, with my help. Besides, I can't face Montclair just yet. There are preparations I must make to ensure our success. But time grows short, and you must distract Montclair to give me time I need for my preparations. If Montclair dies while connected to the Remnant, the relic breaks and unleashes its curse upon Rivenspire. No one would be safe from the Blood Fiend Plague. We need to stop Montclair, but we need to do so in a way that doesn't doom Rivenspire. That, my friend, is what I still need to work out. And while I do that, I need you to keep Montclair busy. You have done more than I ever hoped, my friend, and I am proud to have fought beside you. Now go. We both have jobs left to do.
My daughter's life. Let the power of the Remnant wash over you. The Remnant and I are one. It's more trappings mean nothing. There is no hope for any of you. Have emptied me, but doomed Rivenspire. Let the power of the Remnant burst free.
It's cracking! You did it! The power threatens to break free. I can feel it. Power. I could consume it. Become stronger than I ever imagined. No. I can't give in to this temptation. I must remove the Remnant from this place. Take it to the plane of my master. We need to talk. One last time. Time is against us, my friend. I must remove the Remnant from this place before it is too late. I need you to do something for me first, though. Adusa, my oldest, most trusted ally. Tell her that House Ravenwatch is hers now. She must carry on our work. Continue to train Gwendis and any others who need her help. Because I need to take this relic out of this realm. It needs to be transported to a place where it can't do any harm. I have made a deal with my master. Molek Ball has agreed to take me and the relic to Cold Harbor. It is the only way to make certain that Rivenspire is saved. Molek Ball will take the relic into his realm. Rivenspire, all of Nern, will be safe. The deal has already been made. It's either this, or allow everyone to turn into the very fiends we worked so hard to save them from. There is no other way. Tell Gwendis that I will miss her. She was always so full of life. Farewell, my friend.
Look, everyone! We've got a survivor!
I'm glad the light saw fit to guide you back to us, my friend. If not for you and Verandis, we all would have died in there. The Count's name will be remembered. I promise you that.
What happened? Where's Verandis?
It's finally over, isn't it? What a terrible price we had to pay for this victory, though. A lot of good men and women died, including Verandis. For a vampire, he turned out to be an honorable man.
I thought for sure that dropping a mountain on top of you would turn you into a fine paste. Not sure how you got out of there, but I'm glad I was wrong.
You actually survived the destruction of the Doomcrag? That's remarkable. I mean, I've seen you do some amazing things. I'll never forget our adventures in Glenumbra. But to walk out of a collapsed mountain? That's really impressive. That persnickety vampire really came through in the end. He was a good man. For a vampire, I mean. We won the day, and that's what matters. The people of Rivenspire are safe now. Just barely. We made it out right before the damn mountain came crashing down. I still don't know what kind of magic you did up there to defeat Montclair, but remind me never to get on your bad side. Before we go, you need to talk to Gwendis. She's not taking this well. I even tried my sad face. It usually works. She almost bit my head off. Anyway, we'll see you back in Shornhelm. All right, everyone. Let's gather up our injured and get out of here.
Darian's right. There's nothing left for us here. We need to return to the High King and let him know what happened.
Mage, we need a portal. To Shornhelm, if you please.
Of course, Baron. Only take a moment. The portal to Shornhelm is open, my lord.
He's really gone, isn't he? The mighty Verandis. I hate this. I really hate it. Sacrificed? Like in dead? What do you mean he sacrificed himself? No. Why'd you let him do that? Do you know how hard he worked to distance himself from the prince? If Verandis is still alive, the prince won't give him up easily. But why did he leave me here? I should have gone with him. How do you know what he wanted? He was everything to me. Why didn't he tell me what he was planning? Why didn't he let me help him? Saved us. Doesn't feel like I was saved. But Verandis always carried a great weight on his shoulders. Maybe that's been lifted from him now. I can only hope, right? Before we go, take this. Verandis gave it to me, but I can't keep it. You helped him so much. You should have it. You helped the man I cared about, the man I loved, and you were with him to the end. This belongs to you. I need a little time to say my farewells. Don't worry about me. I won't do anything stupid. Yes. But you need to get back to Shornhelm. Without Verandis there, they're gonna need your help to figure out what happens next. All of this, it happened because Rivenspire doesn't have a true leader. If that doesn't change, it won't be long before the region falls into chaos once more. At least, that's what Verandis used to say. I'll find my way. Verandis taught me well. And Dedusa's back at the manor. She'll keep me company. Things will be all right. It'll just take time. Now go. Get out of here and go help the High King choose a ruler for Rivenspire.
I heard that Duke Sebastian was a werewolf, but they cured him.
company.
So here we are. Baron Montclair's dead, and that damn artifact is destroyed. Yes, you can pat yourself on the back, all right. You've saved Rivenspire, and that's no small thing. You do realize this creates a predicament for me, though, don't you? Well, I can't very well go on pretending the nobles can share the throne. Everyone knows what a colossal mistake I made there. I'm going to have to crown someone. A king or a queen of Shornhelm. Someone to rule Rivenspire, don't you think? Exactly. So I have to choose. Countess Tamrith or Baron Dorell. Frankly, since you've recently fought alongside the two of them, I would appreciate your counsel. Speak to them, if you wish. Think about it, and then give me your recommendation.
It's a miracle that we survived and triumphed over Montclair, thanks in no small part to my steady leadership. May Arche grant the High King the wisdom to see that I am the best choice to lead Rivenspire. I do. Baron Dorell is a good man, but he can be dangerously short-tempered and is far too quick to act. Shornhelm has had enough impetuous rulers in its history. We need a thoughtful ruler who truly has the people's best interests at heart. Helping the people of Rivenspire recover. So many of the kingdom's subjects have been displaced. So many have lost loved ones. We must do what we can to restore the people's faith and get their lives back to at least a semblance of normalcy.
We've come through much to reach this point. We won a battle for the very soul of Rivenspire. Now comes the responsibility of rebuilding the kingdom. I hope High King Emmerich gives me the opportunity to lead us through the difficulties ahead. I do. I've come to respect Countess Tamrith. She's a bright young woman, but she's not qualified to rule the kingdom. The coming days demand decisive leadership and a firm hand. You know that as well as I. That makes me the perfect choice. First things first, we need to rebuild our defenses. The Shornhelm Guard has been decimated by the Civil War, and we'll need to recruit and retrain hundreds of young men and women to restore our strength.
Take as much time as you like, my friend. It's only the High King and the entire kingdom of Rivenspire waiting. Good. Though I do hope you've given the matter due consideration. This isn't like choosing which tunic to wear in the morning. It will affect many lives, and the future of the Daggerfall Covenant. Tell me then, House Tamrith or House Dorell? If that's your counsel, then I will make Baron Dorell King of Shornhelm. Are you certain, though, that this is the wisest course? The brave Baron Dorell, then. I know he is a valiant warrior, and I expect he will make a wise and honorable king. King Allard of Shornhelm. It even has a nice ring to it. Then it's decided. Thank you for your counsel. Both King Allard and myself will be in your debt. After all you've done, there's no reward that can express my gratitude. But please, accept this gift. I'd feel guilty if I didn't give you something.
Might have a word with my husband's
If I
new
might
best
have
friend.
everyone's attention. I have decided to crown a new king of Shornhelm. Allard Dorell, please come forward. I hereby name your house the new Royal House of Shornhelm.
I give you my solemn oath, Your Majesty. I will lead the kingdom of Shornhelm with wisdom and honor. And I pledge my eternal allegiance to you and to the Daggerfall Covenant.
All hail the new ruler of Rivenspire.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, my friend. I promise you, I will do everything in my power to restore Rivenspire to its former glory. We will tell stories of your courage to inspire our soldiers, and you will always be welcome here.
Today is a fortuitous day indeed for Rivenspire, though I fear other kingdoms within the Covenant may not be so lucky. I know that my husband considers you to be his champion, but I wonder if you might be willing to assist his queen as well? I have heard troubling news from Sentinel. Rumors say that enemies from my father's past have returned. I wrote to him right away, of course, but as everyone knows, King Faharajad can be slow to respond. Still, I fear for his safety. Necromancers. Their kind has not been seen in the Alakir Desert for years, but that only makes them more dangerous. If you can go to Sentinel and just ensure all is well, it would be a relief. I have made travel arrangements, if you are willing. Look for a ship called the Don Posset offshore at North Point. The first mate, Elvira Dere, should be waiting for you on the docks, ready to leave for Sentinel. When you get there, just make sure the city is safe. Only visit my father, if you wish. Of course. I'm relieved already, just knowing that you will go. If there is any trouble there, I know my father could use help, whether he wants it or not. I'm sorry, I digress. You said you have a question. My husband has many admirable qualities, and one of them is a hopeless optimism. He rarely takes action until a problem has at least been confirmed. As I said, I have only heard rumors of trouble in the Alakir. Hopefully it is nothing. Of course. My father is King Faharajad. My brother Azah, my sister Lakana, and I were raised in Sentinel. Then one day, my father told me he had to marry me to this mad, young king of Wayrest, Emmerich. I was furious, of course, but I came around. When I was very young, there was a necromancer, Satura. He raised an army of the dead and marched on Sentinel. Though my people will not fight the dead, somehow my father won the battle. If Satura has returned, though, it would be very bad. No, it is a matter of faith. Our people believe that desecrating the dead, even if they have been risen, is a terrible dishonor. This is why a necromancer in Sentinel would be a very bad thing, and why I am concerned for my father's safety.
You realize that since I made this decision based on your recommendation, that if ever there's a rebellion in Rivenspire, well, you'll at least have to help me clean it up.
Hello there. Hello.
I respect your decision, and that of the High King, of course. I will do all I can to support King Allard. I do worry about his militaristic tendencies, though.
Greetings.
You faced down Montclair and lived to tell about it. I'm envious, you know. Things are going well. I even plan to resume my duties in the Guard. Gwendis has been very patient. I still have a hard time with the blood-drinking business, but I'm learning.
My daughter may not be happy, but she learned a valuable lesson.
A new ruler of Shornhelm. This is a huge moment for Rivenspire. We should all be honored to witness such a moment.
The longer I'm here, the better that mead looks. I think I might head back to Fell's Run soon. No! I haven't had a drop since the day I got my constable job back. Can't say I haven't been tempted, though. I try to just stay away from it, which is why this probably isn't the best place for me to be.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you convincing me to enlist. I've come to realize that this is what I was born to be, a soldier. I also met some soldiers who served under my father. They spoke highly of him. I hope I can honor his memory.
I'm really enjoying the soldier's life. The thrill of battle, the rush of victory, these are real feelings. Thinking about staying in the Guard, mad as it may be, now that I know Gwendolyn's waiting for me, I really don't like her anymore.
Ah, you're the one who killed that old skeever dark elf I was seeing. What was his name again? No matter. I owe you, though. This soldier business is a lot more fun than being a bandit.
A finer group of soldiers never served in the Shornhelm Guard. Julian and Shuga have both turned out to be valiant warriors. And Martin, that young man is a natural leader. He's a war hero now, too. He saved dozens of lives in battle the other day.
It's an honor to see you again, my friend. May the gods bless you for all of your days.
I had a feeling I might see you here. I wasn't sure if I was ready to face you. You saw me in such a dark moment, but they taught me how to control the hunger. Yes, Verandis was a good teacher. I'm sad that he's gone. He found me after you let me go. Offered me a chance to be normal again. Or close to normal, as the case may be. I'll never forget him.
You can't have your Balam pudding and eat it, too. I hope our new ruler realizes that. God knows I do. Not at all. The more I think about it, the more I realize I don't want to be tied down. Why settle for one lover for the rest of my life? We're living in the second era for Mara's sake. Times are changing, and a woman can do as she pleases.
We need to give you a nickname. Something like the Knife. How about the Doom Smasher? That sounds a little dark, I guess. I'll think about it. Nah, I'm not cut out to be a city guard. I think I'll go check out the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for someone of my caliber.
After a long talk with the Countess, it was decided that it would be best if I looked for other employment. I think she was just having a hard time dealing with her feelings for me. I expect she'll get all weepy when I'm gone. Well, now that she's no longer my lord and master, I might swing by and see if Iselde wants to indulge in any of her less theological fantasies. Maybe something along the lines of the farmer's lonely daughter.
House Ravenwatch is in your debt, Five Claw. Thank you.
Look at these people. You'd never guess hundreds of people recently died in a terrible war. Let them have a moment of happiness, though. You and I know it was only because of Arandis' sacrifice that any of us are still here. Of course, you only knew his serious side. He had a wild side, too. If this were Ravenwatch Manor, not one of these people would be wearing any clothes. Truth is, I've never understood mortal parties. They're way too civil for my tastes. Verandis adopted Adusa and I into his family. House Ravenwatch and all its assets belong to us now. We plan to follow in his footsteps and continue to watch over Rivenspire. We may not have his style, but Verandis will always be in our hearts. Of course. When there are enough of us, we might even organize into a real force for goodness in the realm. I don't know. What do you think? I was thinking of calling ourselves the Ravenwatch.
What?
So you're headed out to the desert too. That works. I got some timber to sell there in Sentinel. As sure as Oblivion better make more off this trip than the price of your fare.
Hey there. You the one Queen Maria bought passage for to Sentinel? All right. I'm just glad you didn't bring along a chest full of luggage. We got to row out to the posset in this little dinghy here. Real glamorous, eh? As long as you don't mind rowing. Captain Mark already let me do all the rowing on the way in. Such a gentleman. Yeah, I wouldn't expect any rowing from him. We're ready whenever you are. Just say the word and we'll push off. Well, the captain's convinced we still haven't shaken that string of bad luck that started back in Stormhaven. That's a load of dung, though. We got a new crew and a new ship, the Dawn Posset. What more does he want? Beats the oblivion out of me. I don't know. He came into a pretty good-sized pile of coin not long after we saw you in Wayrest. Bought all kinds of cargo with it. Legitimate cargo. Things he's hoping to sell at other ports. We haven't sold anything yet, though. Then let's get the oblivion out of here. Come on, Captain. It's your turn to row. All right, you lubbers. Time to cast off. Well, we're here all right, but I'm not sure I'm going to be getting off the boat. In fact, I say we just put right back out to sea. You bet your arse there is. Queen Maria's messenger said she had heard rumors, and I guess they were true. Or something. Go talk to Captain Mark. He actually walked a little ways down the dock. Better he tells you about it himself.